So I couldn't be more thrilled to kick this series off by inviting Mike Mcnamara from Target onto the stage, Chief Information Officer and Chief Digital Officer of Target. Thank you.
I've recently celebrated 3 years at Target. Now, 3 years ago, I didn't know that much about Target, and frankly, I would have been hard-pressed to point to Minneapolis, where I now live, on a map of the United States. But in 3 years, I've learned that Target is a huge part of American life. We've over 1,800 stores nationwide, and 3/4 of Americans live within 10 miles of one of our stores. On top of that, a whopping 85% of US consumers shopped at a Target store last year. Beyond the walls of our stores, 25 million guests each month visit Target either on the Target flagship app or through Target.com. Between our stores, distribution centers, and corporate offices, we are over 350,000 team members strong. And when it comes to brand, well, a quick search of YouTube will surface millions of loyal superfans enthusiastically vlogging about their latest Target finds. America loves Target. Yet despite all of that love, an outstanding team, and an enviable store base, 3 years ago, Target was losing ground. We were dangerously late on digital, and our technology wasn't keeping pace. So what to do? Well, as a business leader, I see my job in 2 dimensions. Firstly, how do I operate today's business as efficiently and effectively as possible? And secondly, how do I create the business of tomorrow as quickly as possible without messing up what's already there? On the one hand, I want productivity and stability, and on the other, I want speed and disruption. 3 years ago, our systems weren't stable. My first Cyber Monday at Target was a fairly miserable affair. Shortly after launching our Cyber Monday offers, we began seeing contention on a key database. And there was nothing we could do save throttle traffic to the site and limp through the rest of the day. Now, as it happens, we had a huge sales day, but we'd upset hundreds of thousands of our customers, and we'd left millions and tens of millions of dollars on the table. By the time my second Cyber Monday came around, we'd moved Target.com to the cloud. And rather alarmingly, yet again, a key database began to overheat. But this time was different. This time, with the execution of a few simple commands, we spun up a new database on a bigger server, transferred all the data across, and redirected the traffic. The whole affair lasted about 20 minutes. Our guests, our customers, never noticed, and our sales kept on rolling in. And that's the beauty of cloud. It offers elasticity and agility. Today, I don't worry that much about system stability. I'm confident that our technology will support the Target of today, which means my engineering team can now focus their energies on creating the Target of tomorrow. Mark Andreessen famously wrote that software is eating the world. Well, today you can wait around until a competitor's software comes and gobbles up your business, or you can create your own future. I've long believed that the retailers with the best technology are going to end up in the winner's circle. And those that don't get the criticality of technology will be, in retail parlance, discontinued. Today at Target, our engineering team is agile and it's re-energized, creating high-value software at a breakneck pace. Developments that only a few short years ago took months or even years to complete, we now finish in days or weeks. Infrastructure that took weeks to provision, we now provision in a matter of minutes. In the past 12 months, we have launched hundreds of new experiences for our guests and our team members. Here are just 4 examples, but all with a common theme. Drive Up allows our guests to shop on our mobile app, drive to the local store, and once they hit a geofence, a member of staff is alerted who brings their order directly to their car. No need to get the kids out of the car seats or trudge through the aisles with a toddler in meltdown. It's simple, convenient, and hassle-free. We've launched Target Restock, promising overnight delivery of all of your household essentials. We created a mobile app that allows our store team to place online orders for guests from the store aisles on the off chance that we don't have the exact product in stock, say the right size or color, that the customer wants. We even piloted a ground-up rewrite of our core supply chain systems, which for any retailer is the equivalent of open heart surgery. And in doing so, we created an entirely new way of getting goods to our stores. What did all of these developments have in common? The MVP was live in market in a matter of weeks. Now, for someone who's been in this business for around 25 years, that kind of speed is simply stunning. And every week or two, I seem to stumble upon a proof of concept in live or a new production system that a couple of engineers have knocked up in a matter of days. And while they may not all be big things, the combined impact of all of these innovations is quite profound. Google Cloud underpins our speed and innovation. It abstracts all the complexities of the underlying infrastructure away from the software developers, allowing them to focus on value creation. Compute resource is on demand. Infrastructure is just an API call away. As I look into the not-too-distant future, I see artificial intelligence everywhere. Today at Target, we're using AIs to tackle some of our thorniest problems like supply chain optimization. But we're also using AIs to solve a gazillion everyday little problems. For example, we sell mix and match swimwear online, and we used to rely on photographers to tag their images as being, say, a bikini top or a bikini bottom. Well, those photographers are arty types, and it turns out that accurate data entry is not high on the list of their priorities, and the result, misery. Today, we use a trained AI model to tag the images, and the result is joy. By the way, Google, kudos for TensorFlow. It's kind of magic. There's a lot of hype in the market about cloud and AI. But if you cut through all the marketing nonsense, the TV advertisements, the big billboards at the airport, there is real substance there. And I see that substance every day at Target. Cloud and AI are not the only ingredients, but to make the fundamental change like we did, without cloud, is trying to make grapes. It's trying to make wine without the grapes. At Target, we're operating today efficiently, and we're creating tomorrow with some speed and gusto. Thank you.